Hey Outlaws, and welcome back. It's been a while since we published anything on this channel. Don't worry, we haven't forgotten about it. We haven't forgotten about you. But first, I kind of want to point out that this channel is no longer covering mostly the Berserk stuff, Cyberpunk, anything like that. Everything you originally subscribed to this channel, we're not trying to pull a hoodwink on you. We're not trying to trick you. But this is no longer covering the Dragonslayer journey, now completely transformed to Colossus sword form. It's no longer covering Berserk theories, all that stuff. If that is why you subscribed, I apologize, but this channel just was not getting monetized. We had a feeling there's a lot of issues behind it. So now we've transformed it into the Outlaws News and Sports, which I hope you guys will stick with us and stick around, because basically it's more of the same attitude, same personality, same theme. We're just focusing more on type of news that just didn't really quite fit. We're also going to be covering cool things like Armored Combat League, fighting, HEMA, battle robots as well. We're going to be covering all those fringe sports nobody really likes to talk about. That's also sexy as well. We'll be covering the Lingerie Fighting League, the Lingerie Wrestling, and Lingerie Football if it ever comes back. And we'll also be covering pole dancing competitions as well.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to do it all within reason. If something happens and it turns out that we get our hands smacked and it just doesn't work for monetization, well, in the end, it just isn't quite worth it. We're going to rebel a little anyways and try to find ways around it, but it's just, you get my drift. So I want to go back and revisit our lady, Adriana Chechik, and see how she's doing. As you can see by this picture right here, not looking too good. That's a full body brace, and I'm pretty certain that it has some type of basically metal spine in the back, where she had to have surgery after she jumped to the TwitchCon pit, and they thought it was a great idea just to throw a few foam squares in there and a little rubber mat at the bottom and called it a day.
Yeah, that was a painful looking jump.
I also wanted to come check in with her too, because there's a lot going on, and I wanted to touch on this because she also was swatted while recovering from TwitchCon back injury. Now, if you don't know what swatting is, it has a little definition right here for you. Swatting refers to making hoax calls to the police or other emergency services reporting a major incident, i.e. some type of violent thing or horrible thing going on, which requires a SWAT team to get involved, with the hope that an armed SWAT team will be sent to an address. For obvious reasons, swatting is most common in the United States. I'm not really sure why that's there.
I don't know why that's for obvious reasons either.
That just sounds like a douche.
Yeah.
Anyway, swatting is most common in the U.S., but it does happen elsewhere, and it's frequently used against influencers, including during live streams. Now, swatting is more of an intimidation tactic. Really more of a, they call it a hoax. Obviously, it's a hoax, but it's meant for intimidating, especially with political adversaries or political individuals. It happens a lot with the conservative movement, or people that people call far right or right wing. Notice more often than not they get swatted frequently. Usually with the hopes, I believe, of the people doing it that they would somehow get shot and or harmed. And my problem with it is that it happens too often. I'm not a big fan of that. And the fact that it's so easy for these people to go around and call in these SWATs. It's same thing with like restraining orders. Restraining orders and other things are just too easy to utilize against people and take away their rights, and to basically be used as a tool with which to punish them, using the government as a cudgel against a group of people that someone doesn't like, or a particular political group or social group that another political or social group does not like. In this case, it was used against the adult star Adriana Chechik. I'm assuming just to mess with her, obviously. But I also think it's a good time to talk about that too, because it is dangerous. SWAT teams go into a situation assuming that someone is armed, there is a hostage situation, something bad's going on. Thankfully, most of the time, nothing bad happens from it, but it is a horrible abuse of powers, and I think there needs to be a lot of stuff done to stop letting it be so easy, or put more checks and balances into it. Anyways. So, she occasionally still goes live on Twitch. I don't know what's going on with that. We'd have to look into it, but that's not the main point of this. Let's see here. Let's take a look quickly. She's been targeting enemy trolls. Police to their doorstep. Okay. She claims it's been going on street and the local police force has gotten to know her by now. So I guess it's been going on multiple times. She didn't reveal whether she's looking to press charges. Probably is.
Probably. That's really sad right there.
This is not good.
No.
While Chechik was being treated for her back injury, she also found out that she was pregnant at the time.
That's really sad.
Oh, well, this is really sad.
Yeah, this took a sad turn.
She couldn't progress with the pregnancy due to her surgeries, which combined with the public's attention took a toll both on her physical and mental health.
Wow. Very sad.
Okay, well, this took a dark turn.
Sorry, Adriana.
So, again, this is also why this is disgusting, and honestly, something needs to be done about it to put this into check, because this shouldn't be happening so frequently. It is a massive, dangerous form of harassment, and it looks like, unfortunately, something horrible happened to her while this was going on as well.
She's had a rough year.
That's one way to put it. Sound like sound like something about her losing her child, and I don't really want to go and discuss into that. Okay. All right. Well, crap. I wish her the best. I really think it's disgusting what's happened, and I hope she recovers very well. I'm sure there's enough awareness going on. And, you know, in Outlaws too, I want to point out that we don't really judge people for like what they decide to do with any adult decisions they decide to do with their bodies in an adult way. We generally just don't like people that are dishonest about it or lie or manipulate or do bad things like that. So just because somebody just went down one path, I don't think that makes them lesser than anybody else. And it's very unfortunate that this is going on. It sounds extremely serious. And it seems like that caused a lot of issues. So, yikes. Don't know what to say about that. All right, Outlaws. Hope you have a good one, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.